Hello YouTube, Carbonite Lab here, showing you another model. This is my Autarch on Jetbike. He has been a fun model. He's a conversion from Jetbike, some War Machine parts, Dire Avenger kit, and I believe a dark Eldar upper torso. The conversion actually was pretty easy. The Dire Avenger arm right there, you can see, is just from the spear part, and I just chopped the front of it off, and I used an Eldar pulse laser and pinned it on the front of it to give it that lance look, which came out pretty good. The upper torso was an easy fit, no real modifications there. It does look pretty good though, it fits his uniform. Obviously Jetbike arm, Jetbike legs, Dire Avenger unmasked or unhelmeted head. That's the one that you really don't see a whole lot of, but I felt it was perfect for the Autarch. You know, he most likely probably was a Dire Avenger at some point. The War Machine bits, I found them in a bits box well over a year ago and just thought they looked kind of cool, and somehow I thought I could probably fit them into the Eldar Warhost somehow. And when I decided to build this model, it just seemed like the perfect thing to do. Make the one Jetbike stand out, especially in 6th, because you have to have a Warlord. So why wouldn't the Warlord have a badass Jetbike? Even though he is still, you know, sitting upright like he's riding a Harley. Thanks, GW. When the new models come out, I have to start all over again. But his paint scheme had to be Saim Hann to go with the Warhost. Gave him the great big vehicle decal on the front. Why not? Again, he's the Warlord. This model is my second attempt at the runes that were hand painted. Got some on the actual Jetbike itself, and then I have some going around the lance. And I tell you, after practicing on the Farseer and a few more times after that, the runes actually became a little easier to do, and they look a little bit more natural. They actually look like they're hand painted on there. The scale looks correct, even up around the tip of the lance. There's some on his yellow sash right there, and even some on the bottom of the Jetbike arms that are coming down across the engines. The decals went on the back, just again to keep the model, you know, flowing with some of the color. Felt it kind of fit. Great big gemstones back there. And just kept his twin-linked cannons in the front, just a muted gray color. He's not really going to be using those, so they don't need to be important. Gave him his gemstones. Now, as far as the rest of the color scheme, the lance was just whites and blues. Used the airbrush, that came out pretty good. Nothing really too hard to do in this model. I would say it was probably a skill level medium. Just because you can spend more time with the modeling and getting these War Machine bits to line up correctly and not end up lopsided was kind of a pain in the butt. So as far as the model himself, I mean, the Autarch, as we're calling him now, he becomes a great model to have on the table. Especially when you give him mantle. Send him off on his own, he becomes a harassment unit. He's one of those units by himself that you'll get a lot of shots poured into him, and most likely you'll save him each time, especially with the reroll. And then eventually you'll get him in and out of combat, and eventually you let him die. That's the key. But the amount of effort your opponent will put into taking this guy out is important. You will keep your opponent busy while you can do Eldar-y things. I did, for easy storage, magnetize his lance, well, the whole arm actually, so it was just easy to store. Fiddly models are not my thing. And of course, it can also be repositioned as if he's going in for a strike on some Space Marine. So the Autarch on Jetbike. There he is. You guys can check him out. Tell me what you think. And there you go. Thanks for watching.